Hello everyone, welcome in Learn CHE. Here we are with our 10 MCQ series, and today we are going to discuss about chemical reaction engineering 10 MCQs, and this is our part 2. If you haven't watched part 1, then you can watch in a playlist. You can see in a playlist, as well as you can watch other videos of 10 MCQ series like chemical technology. This is chemical reaction engineering, thermodynamics, heat transfer, mass transfer, fluid dynamics. Okay, so before starting the video, if you haven't joined Learn CHE YouTube channel, you can subscribe Learn CHE YouTube channel and you can press the bell icon so that you could get latest videos notification. Okay, if you haven't joined Learn CHE social media handles, you can also join like Facebook group, Telegram channel, Instagram page, Twitter. Okay, so let's jump into our first MCQ. So this is our first MCQ, and the question say a reaction is called dash if it takes in one phase. Okay, so this is a very simple question. If your basics are strong, okay, and if your basics are good, then you can simply give the answer of this question. Here are four options. The first one is heterogeneous, the second one is homogeneous reaction, the third one is exothermic reaction, and the fourth one is endothermic reaction. Okay, so what is the meaning of heterogeneous reaction? Heterogeneous reactions are those reactions where more than one phases are involved. More than one phase. Okay, mainly there are three phases: solid, liquid, and gas. So whenever we will talk about the heterogeneous reaction, so there will be more than one phase, right? And what is the, so this will not be the answer. Okay, now we have three options. Okay, so there are two options: exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. Okay, so these reaction does not make any sense with phases, right? Because why the exothermic and endothermic reactions are mainly deal with the heat. Okay, the energy, if during the reaction energy releasing, heat released, then we will say that is a exothermic reaction. Okay, if we are supplying heat for the reaction to proceed, so it will be endothermic reaction. So definitely these both are not going to be the right answer. So our right answer will be the option B. Okay, that is homogeneous reaction. Why? Because in homogeneous reaction there will be only one phase. It may be liquid, it may be gas, or it may be solid. Okay, so option B is a right answer. Okay, so the second question is, in case of complex reactions, each of the individual step is called an dash step or reaction. Okay, see, here are four options. The first one is elementary, the second one is non-elementary, the third one is order of reaction, and the fourth one is none of the above. So what is the meaning of, here are the complex reaction, right? So mainly which reaction we see in our daily life, okay, and the reaction which you know, okay, which is coming in your mind, that most of the reactions are complex in nature. Okay, and suppose here are the one reaction, that is A is going to P. Okay, the reactant is converting into the product after the chemical reaction. Okay, so it will definitely, it will not go from A to B directly, right? So it will first convert. Suppose it is first converting as A to A dash or A star. Okay, and after A star it is converting into the P, or it may be long. Okay, here are only, I have only written one step where A is converting into the A star and then A star is converting into the P. It may be further like that: A is converting into the A star, then A star is converting into A and B star, then A into B star is converting into P. So it may be happen. Okay, so what is happening here, to make or to convert into A to P, first we have to go from A to A star, then A star to P. Okay, So these individual steps, A to A star and A star to P, is known as the elementary reactions. Okay, and the elementary step as well we can say, and these are the ideal reactions. Okay, because it does not happen mainly or usually. Why? Because any reaction, which reaction you are saying, that reaction first will convert into the A to A star, then it will convert suppose A star to P. Means any reactant will not directly convert into the product. That's why the elementary reaction or step is the right answer. The order of reaction is not going to right answer. Why? Because it deals with the, you can say simply, the power of concentrations in rate law. Okay, that's why this is also not going the right answer. And non-elementary reactions are those reactions, if suppose there the answer is, in case of complex reaction, the reaction is called, okay, then we can say that the non-elementary reactions. Why? Because we know that they are simply converting A into the P, but we know the history behind it. Okay, so this reaction is simply, we can say that is a non-elementary reaction or step, but these individual steps are, we will say it is a elementary. Okay, so option A is the right answer. Now the third question is, minus RA is a universal notation for reaction rate. Okay, whenever we discuss about the rate of reaction, so we denote rate of reaction as minus RA, right? So what does the negative sign indicate? Very good question, or very simple question. Okay, if your basics are strong, so you can easily give the answer of this question. So here are the four options. The first one is rate of formation of A, second one is rate of disappearance of A, C is rate of dissociation of A, and the D one is a rate of association of A. Okay, so what is the definition of minus RA? What is the definition of minus RA? Minus RA is defined as the rate of reaction which gives the information that the number of moles of A, right, disappear per unit volume per unit time. Okay, it may be, suppose there is only RA, so we will define it how? The number of moles of A producing or disappearance per unit volume per unit time. Okay, if there is a minus sign, then this minus sign is indicating that it is disappearance. Okay, first thing, and the second thing is this A is a reactant. Okay, suppose there will be the product, so we will write as minus, so sorry, we will not write minus, we will write suppose this. Okay, and suppose there is a one reaction, that is A is going to P, and we have to write the rate of reaction. So okay, so we will write minus RA for reactant A and RP for product P. Okay, so that's why the right answer will be the option B. This is rate of disappearance of A. Okay, now here is the question for you all, and this is a very simple question, and the question is the functional relation between the rate of reaction, that is minus RA, and the concentration of the reactants is called the, here are the four options. The first one is molecularity, the second one is order of the reaction, overall order of the reaction, the third one is rate law, and the fourth one is chemical kinetics. Okay, so you have to give me the answer in comments box. What will be the right answer? Okay, how can you solve this question? First, you can try to eliminate one or two and option. After that, you can mark the right answer. Okay, this is very simple question. So you have to give me the answer of this question in the comments box with detailed description. So now the fourth question is, for a first order reaction, the half-life period is equal to. Okay, so what is first order reaction? First of all, let's express the mathematical expression for first order reaction. Okay, so what is the, okay, we know that minus dCA by dt is going to equal to K Ca, and here the order is 1, so that's why it will be 1, right? When I'll rearrange it, so I'll get minus dCa by Ca is equal to K then dt, okay? And when I'll integrate it, so what I'll get dCa by Ca is equal to K dt, right? What will be the integration of this? So its integration will be first we will take the limit, and the limit will be minus, the limit will be Ca naught to Ca, and here from 0 to t, right? So now we can simply write the integration. What will be the integration? Integration will be here ln Ca naught to Ca, here will the minus sign equal to K and T, right? Now you can see here this is minus ln Ca naught to Ca, right? And here is the minus sign. So what can I write this equation? I can write here like that, my ln Ca naught by Ca, right? Why? Because when I'll simply express this one, so it will become ln Ca minus Ca naught, right? When I'll multiply this minus sign into the bracket, so it will become Ca naught minus Ca, okay? And due to the property of logarithm, it will become ln Ca naught by Ca, okay? And what we have to do, we have to simply put the half-life condition, that is ln Ca naught by Ca naught by 2 is equal to K T 1 by 2, okay? Here this T will become T 1 by 2, and the final concentration will become Ca naught by 2. That after that Ca naught by Ca naught will be cancelled. Now what will remain? ln 2. What will remain here? It will remain ln 2 and here K by T 1 by 2, okay? So ln 2 is 0.693, okay? And this K will go into the divide, then the option D is going to be the right answer, right? Now the fifth question. This question is very important because the designing prospectus is dependent on this equation or this question, right? And what is the question? Question is journal mole balance equation of species I at any instant is as follows. Here are the four options. The first one is rate of moles of I in is equal to rate of moles of I out, okay? The second one is rate of moles of I in plus rate of moles of I out is equal to rate of moles of I accumulated, okay? The third one is rate of moles of I in plus rate of moles of I accumulated is equal to rate of moles of I out, right? And the D is rate of moles of I in minus rate of moles of I consumed minus rate of moles of I out is equal to rate of moles of I accumulated. So here we can say simply option B is not going to the right answer. Why? Because listen, rate of moles of I in, this will not be the positive sign, okay? It should be negative. Why? Because here we are talking about the out, okay? We simply know that what in is equal to out, okay? So if it will go here, then it will become in minus out, so this will not be the right answer, okay? The rate of moles of, so we are not considering this one. Now the second one is rate of moles of I in, okay? Rate of moles of I accumulated, no, this is also not the right answer. Why? Because we can simply see that suppose if there would be the answer is rate of moles of I in minus rate of moles of I accumulated, then it could be the answer, right? So it will also not be the right answer, and this will also not be the journal answer. Okay, this is a specified answer. Okay, suppose there are some steady state conditions, after that this is the answer. So this is also not the journal answer, and the journal answer is the option D. Option D is the journal answer, that is rate of moles of I in minus rate of moles of I consumed by the reaction. Okay, minus rate of moles of I out is equal to rate of moles of I accumulated. Okay, suppose there is a one reactor and this is the feed and inlet and this is the outlet. So rate of moles of I in, okay, suppose this is in, rate of moles of I consumed by the reaction, suppose there, okay, some moles of I consumed, then minus rate of moles of I out. Okay, then what will remain here, that is number rate of moles of I accumulated, right? That's why the option D is the right answer. Now at equilibrium the free energy change is, okay, this is very simple question. Okay, the free energy change tells us about the condition of equilibrium between the reactant and product. Okay, if this is at the equilibrium, means it tells us about the stability of the between the reactant and product, right? If this is at the equilibrium, then the free energy change will be going to zero. Why? Because at equilibrium there will be the stability between reactant and product. That's why the answer is going to be B, that is 0. Now the seventh question is, for zero order reaction the reactor dash is independent of the type of flow. Okay, so there is a size. For zero order reaction the reactor size is independent of the type of flow. Can you let me in the comments box why A is a right answer? Why reactor size is independent of the type of flow? For the zero order reaction, it depends upon its journal equations which we derive, or the rate expressions which we derive for the zero order reaction. Now the eighth question is, the unit of rate of reaction for fluid or solid catalytic reaction is. Okay, so what is the rate of reaction? Rate of reaction we also discussed earlier, that is number of moles per unit volume per unit time, or that is the second. Okay, so this is when we are discussing about the homogeneous reaction. Okay, now here we can simply say that there is a fluid and solid catalytic reaction, means catalysts are there, right? So mole per cubic meter second, this is not going the right answer, this will not be the right answer, this will also not be the right answer. Why? Because here the solid, so that's why we will take here what? Yes, gram catalyst. Okay, this gram catalyst will be included here. Okay, so B answer will be the right, mole per unit time per unit kilogram of or gram of catalyst. So option B is the right answer. Now the ninth question is, chemical reaction rate is. Okay, what is chemical reaction rate? We just discussed, that is moles per unit time or per unit volume, right? So it does not depend upon the mass. That's why this is an intensive property. We also discuss about this in our thermodynamics MCQ video. If you haven't watched, so you should watch that video. Okay, what is intensive property? Intensive properties are those properties which are independent from the mass. Okay, I also explained about the intensive and extensive properties, and extensive properties are those properties which are dependent on the mass. So option B is the right option, and I also give the detailed descriptions why intensive properties and why extensive properties. Okay, here the simply you can see, okay, what is chemical reaction rate, that is number of moles per unit volume per unit time. Okay, this is not going to depend on the mass. That's why the option B is the right option or right answer. Now the 10th question is the time required to process one reactor volume of feed measured at specified conditions is called. There are 4 options: space velocity, variable volume, space time, and none of the above. Okay, please let me in the comments box what will be the right answer for this question, or the answer is just simply in this definition. Okay, this is very simple, very simple question. Okay, and the answer is hidden in this statement. Okay, so please let me in the comments box what is going to be the right answer. Is there the answer is space time, or none of the above, or any other option, right? So that's all for the today's video. Here we discuss about the 10 MCQs of chemical reaction engineering, and this is the part 2. If you haven't watched the part 1, you can watch, and you can watch other videos of MCQs as well. If you haven't subscribed Learn CHG YouTube channel, you can subscribe. Thank you for watching.